To understand Belgium, it's not always so easy.
One of the things that I found difficult in raising support to come to Belgium is that many people don't understand from New Zealand the cultural background or the spiritual background of a country like Belgium.
Europe has a Christian heritage, but also we always talk about Europe, and of course Belgium is part of it, as post-Christian era.
You don't find this back home so often that basically the culture is Christian but non-believers.
A very, very high percent of the Belgians don't believe in God anymore. They think it's old-fashioned.
And when you look at the numbers, they are some of the most unreached people around.
The evangelicals in Belgium are really only 1.4, 1.5%, and that's all the Christians. If you really take just the Belgians, you'd be around the 0.5% only.
They are from the Netherlands or other countries immigrated here. So I don't know how many real indigenous Belgian people are actually Christians. I mean, there is numbers of less than 1% out there.
Less than 1% of all Belgians are evangelical Christians.
And if you compare that to the Muslim population in Belgium, which is around 6%, that is a huge shock for many people. And some of the cities like Brussels, they're way larger. You're talking there possibly 20-25%.
We have 1 million Muslims in Belgium who are active. So they're more active in Belgium than Christians.
There is a history of church, but it's been lost or perhaps was never properly understood. And if you look at Europe, I mean, that's really the story, that there's no clean slate. There is an impression of what church is, and the church that is here is a fairly broken church.
Christianity and belief are in a negative light in our country.
Belgium is what I would call the post-Catholic country, where the Catholic Church was very dominant here a couple decades ago, but it's slowly been deteriorating.
Someone said to me, but doesn't every family over there in Europe have a family Bible?
Here in Belgium, most of the people don't know anything about the Bible.
They have a lot of negative baggage they have prejudice against the church because of the past mistakes of the institutional church here in Belgium.
In fact, the Catholic Church has done a very bad work here in our country with a lot of scandals and abuse and all these things.
I don't say the Catholic Church is a horrible thing over the whole world, but this has so hindered the gospel here in Belgium.
The church has been here so long and has such a checkered and dark history that there's so much distrust in the established church.
Belgium is a country that needs Christ.
You've got depression and suicide and family problems and all of these things. I think where it becomes kind of shocking is the level to which that's true. That, the level of depression here in Belgium is in the top 2 or 3 in the Western world. And the same with suicide rates.
So you see the hopelessness and the despair of Belgium, and then so few Christians to give a witness to these people. So few Christian programs, like for teenagers or for drug addicts or for people who want to commit suicide or for people who want to have abortions or people who have emotional problems or people with marriage problems.
People may turn their back to the church, but I think many people are still also spiritually very, very open for spirituality.
And yet everything that they're looking, that people are looking at for answers are not giving them anything either. And I think Europe is characterized by this sense of what do we hope in.
People are really starting to search and think, well, there must be more than just, well, what is there after life and what is the purpose of life?
A lady down the road asked me the other day, brought up in the Catholic Church, gone through Sunday school, done her communion, all those sorts of things. And she was surprised that we believed that you actually lived after you died, that there was life after death, eternal life.
People have a hard time imagining that a church life could be something that would really enrich their lives, personal lives or family lives.
The heart of the outreach ministry is really about restoring hope to people. And it's a hope that's embedded not just into hoping for a future, but it's hoping for life right now.
We probably have to do it all over again. It has to be re-evangelized.
So that they can see what faith is, who Jesus is, what lives in our heart.